The amazing effects you are about to see will transform your holiday decorations to another level. The ghosts contained here will cause people to believe your house and grounds are haunted. The current users of these effects, they believe it because they've taken that one step beyond Halloween. Spirits of Darkness is a generous, feature-rich effects series of animated skeletons and ghosts which move about the screen in 3D, flying, floating, and walking across a variety of backgrounds, including black, foggy, room interior, and exterior scenes. A specific feature of this product is a parade of 20 to 200 marching skeleton ghosts that can be used by outdoor haunts on black scrim. Or rear screen placed in a field or woods. Marching skeletons come in many different configurations and cadence, as well as the number of skeleton ghosts in the scene. For the ambitious haunter, the side of a large building or big movie screen material, or a large wall inside a warehouse, can be used to make a massive army of skeletons running across in the background. Single ghosts haunt some of the scenes, such as this ghost girl floating towards you, who comes in a variety of forms, including out of a mysterious wormhole, floating across a foggy environment, and against black. If you are able to use the Pepper's Ghost reflection technique, she can appear to be drifting down a hallway or be a lost soul in the haunted woods. Pepper's Ghost can be done on a large scale by stretching clear plastic over a frame, then reflecting either a large TV or a video projection on movie screen into view. The shine on the clear plastic acts as a cheap mirror that allows you to see this background behind the ghost. Most unexpected. With the entire horrific scene coming from a video projector nearby. You get several 3D skeleton ghosts flying around, which would work perfect for the side of a house, a garage door, rear screen in the woods, or the side of a large building. Horrific ghosts and large groups of ghosts float in a cemetery, or walk towards you bringing a magical storm behind them. Spirits of Darkness effects come in very wide view scenes and close-up scenes to fit all window sizes, while projecting on up to large movie screens. Included also is a bonus scene with skeleton ghosts walking across a bridge for a fantasy dungeon illusion.
Pepper's ghost refers to any ghost illusion where a ghost image is superimposed into a set using a piece of window glass, usually set at a 45-degree angle, which, due to the natural mirror effect of glass, reflects the ghost image into view. It's a double exposure created by the plexiglass or glass window. Since you can still see through the glass, you also see the set or the room or the scene in which the ghost appears to be reflected into. It's easiest to understand how the Pepper's ghost effect works with a small-scale theatrical model. So that's what we've got here. So notice this is the piece of window glass running at a 45-degree angle. Now there are three main room chambers to the Pepper's ghost. The one closest to you, this is where the audience would stand. And they're going to view the effect perhaps walking down a hallway. So they are looking through the glass and they're seeing the second chamber, which is the room or hallway the effect is superimposed into. The critical room is the black box, and that's this part here. It's the area where you put whatever special effect it is. We're going to represent by this styrofoam head, and that reflects off of the glass. Now at the same time, the audience can see through the glass and they see the room back here. So the effect is by the reflection of the glass, the image or object that's in the black box gets superimposed into this room by the 45-degree angle glass. That is the Pepper's ghost setup. Pepper's ghost, for all intents and purposes, allows the stage theater or haunted attractions to do what we video makers can do at the push of a button. Create a double exposure. Since special effects generators can't hook up to reality, then a piece of window glass set at a 45-degree angle is just about the only way to do a double exposure on stage. As you're about to see, using this Pepper's ghost technique will open up some great illusions for your haunt. The plus with the Pepper's ghost effect is that it's an easy one to do. There are many variations to this effect, for doing different movements with the reflected ghost image or other images. There's one major negative to Pepper's ghost effects, especially when compared to the same ghost image being projected with a video projector onto a wall or a prop ghost on a TV set. Pepper's ghost is only viewable along a very narrow angle. Your audience must stand directly in front of the glass and view the effect straight on in order for it to work. In this example, we are reflecting our Pepper's ghost video into the glass. Notice that the effect works very well from front on, but as we move to the left or the right, either we start seeing the television set or we can't see the ghost at all. So if the audience stands in these two angles, the effect is flawed. The only real solution to this problem is to restrict your guest's viewing of the Pepper's ghost illusion to a very narrow angle, such as walking down a sidewalk towards a building if you're outside, or if you're inside, walking down a long hallway towards a door which has a window in the door. Keep in mind that although we are showing this example using a ghost in a window, you can do a ghost in a hole in the wall at the end of a hallway, or a window in a door, such as a dungeon door at the end of a hall. It's equally effective, and it restricts your audience to walking that narrow slice of an angle required for this effect to work. Another solution to doing a ghost in a window is to use a technique which is by far the easiest ghost effect to do with a TV. You set your TV in a window opening and play a ghost video. Notice that the image is viewable from any angle, unlike the Pepper's ghost. To do the basic Pepper's ghost illusion, you need a set with a window. So what I'll do is I'll demo the effect using this small section of a wall. A window pane is set on the inside at a 45-degree angle. Real glass, such as this 1/4 inch glass, works better than plexiglass because you get a sharper image and a less distorted image. But plexiglass is a little safer. The edges of the glass should be protected with a wooden 2x4 frame on the ground, which the glass sits on. First, put down a layer of window seal foam, which is self-stick, or a couple of layers of tape. A vertical frame should support the glass. This could be made from 2x4s also. Then finally, this frame can be attached to the set for better stability. The area directly behind the glass, or through the glass, is the room the ghost will appear to be floating in. Set the room up however you wish with whichever furniture you'd like to use. The area that the glass reflects is called the black box. It's painted black, or you use black curtains for the specific reason that you don't want anything to show up in that part of the room. You want it black so that you can superimpose through the glass just your actors or your ghost props. If a ghost actor is used, you must allow enough space for the actor to walk. The larger your glass, and the larger the window, and the larger the black box, the further your ghost actor can walk. So then the global overall view of this effect, we've got our audience looking at the effect, and our ghost actor moves back and forth inside the black box. There are two basic arrangements for doing the Pepper's ghost setup relative to how the reflector is mounted. In this first one, the reflector which is the glass, is mounted vertically, standing straight up and down, put at a 45-degree angle behind our set. Now the reason why this is preferable is because the majority of the things in our world go along a horizontal path. We've got tabletops. We can set the TV down just like you normally would and reflect straight off the glass. If we're talking about ghost actors, they can simply walk along the ground or get pushed on a cart. But everything is very simply done because everything that we normally would do in life is walking along a horizontal path. And so we don't have to make any really complicated modifications to what we might do with a TV or with an actor in order to achieve it with the vertical glass. With the tilted glass, the basic idea is that you've got the glass at an angle, 45-degree angle, except it's tilted, not vertically. There could be some benefits, but let me tell you how difficult this really is to do. We already saw how easy it is to walk horizontally or set our TV down on the table. Now let's say we want to take a TV and we want to reflect it off of the glass to our viewer, but the TV's got to be up here. Well then, we got to fashion some kind of a system for holding our TV up over here. You know, it's not impossible, but it's a lot harder. Now what if we want to do something with an actor? It means your actor's got to hang on strings above the glass. So this method, while there may be some places where you can use it, it is in fact quite difficult to do, and that's why the vertical glass is a lot easier than this. This effect allows you to start with an actor looking solid who appears to fade away on stage, or they transform into a ghost and fade away. The main difference between this effect and other Pepper's Ghost illusions is that in this one we're using a light dimmer to fade out the light hitting the actor on the stage, or in this case in the black box. Otherwise it's the same basic setup. Since hallways work well for Pepper's Ghost, we'll also do this effect in a hall. So your ghost actor would then walk around inside the black box. This effect works by using a light dimmer switch to fade the light out that's shining on the actor. In order to make the actor solid looking, you must first have a black wall in the set where the actor will be superimposed. This does not have to be a wall that's painted black, but could be just simply an area of the set that has no light on it. Or it could be a black cloth or a black curtain that is placed strategically in a certain area. If you don't have a darkened set, your actor will always look like a ghost. This effect puts an actor in a wide hallway, not through a window. This means your 45-degree glass is going to be very large. In this case, our glass is 8 feet by 11 feet, a window for a skyway or a large commercial building. It's very expensive, so you might decide not to do this effect. The typical cost for this size of glass, if you buy it new, is $550. Your exact scene is up to you, but could be a magician's trick where the actor is made to disappear on stage. Have your actor start at the back of the black box. On cue, they start walking forward, and then a crew person fades out the light using the light dimmer. Then the actor fades away on stage. This next illusion is a seemingly complicated effect where a ghost actor can get up from a real chair and walk away. The ghost in the chair effect is accomplished like this. An actor is seated on a black box or black stool in the black box. It's lined up so that it appears that she is superimposed on top of the chair, which is in our room, and basically the alignment between the two of them causes the actor to appear to really be a ghost who is really sitting on the chair. That's all there is to it. In order to get the chair or the stool that the actor is sitting on lined with the TV, you need to have either something that's exactly the same height, or you need to put some 2x4s underneath it to lift it up. But basically it's trial and error, and you just visually look through the glass and find out when you think the actor appears to be superimposed directly on top of the chair, as if they were really sitting in the chair. Then, whatever routine you want them to do, the ghost can walk in and sit down, get up and walk away again. But it's kind of neat. It really makes it look like there's a ghost through the door at the end of a hall, or looking through the outside of a building and seeing a ghost inside the room. And what really makes this effect neat is that they can see a real chair in there. And this way it lets a ghost effect actually interact with reality. It's really neat. Now the alignment is very critical, and again, doing this effect you'll see another reason why the Pepper's Ghost illusion has a handicap. If you've got small children and then very tall people, like very tall men, who are all seeing the shot at the same time, the ghost actor will not be exactly seated on the chair. If you have it set for the middle height of about 5'8", then only people 5'8" in height will be able to see the illusion perfectly lined up with the chair. And that's because of the fact that when you move up or down, you are throwing the Pepper's Ghost illusion out of alignment. So you might consider doing this with a peephole or something in a wall, or a very small window. But it can work, but it's very important to mention that just like with any Pepper's Ghost illusion, it is only viewable along a very narrow angle. And if you veer up or down, or left or right from that very narrow angle, then the effect will not be lined up and it may not look right.